Hello YouTube. So for this review, for this before and after, I might be cheating a little bit. The reason for that is because I've already seen this movie quite a few times actually. I've already seen it like 3 times. So this is kind of a cheat here. Usually with my before and afters, I will talk about the movie before I see it and sort of like what I think it's gonna be like, and then I'll come back for the after part after I've seen the movie, and then we'll just sort of talk about it then, like what I thought about it, or and if it's even a good movie or anything. So, and for people to draw their own conclusions from what I say about it, without really spoiling anything. Although if I do have spoilers, I'll just say spoilers ahead. So this is kind of a cheat here because I've already seen it. So, I don't know if this really counts, but since before and afters I go to the theater and go watch a movie, I'm gonna go see this movie at the Fox Theater with the one of the writers on it, who's still one of the writers who are still alive in it. So that counts, right? Right? Tell me in the comments what you think. Okay, but anyway, uh, I've been wanting to talk about this movie for a while. I got to talk about it a bit in my Wander Over Yonder vlog, but I didn't really talk about it that much, and I only talked about like one joke in it, which is probably one of the best jokes, but still, I only got to talk about one joke, and there are so many in this. Like, every single minute there's a new joke. And the jokes are so funny. Like, these jokes are hilarious. Again, from my Wander Over Yonder vlog, haven't seen it, if you haven't seen this movie, get out of this video. There will be a link in the description to where you can find it. Click on that and go watch it. And if there's something wrong with that link, go watch it somewhere else. Just go find it. It's funny. It's very, very funny. I really do love this movie. My friend Nick showed it to me. Thank you, Nick. Very funny. Um, and even some of the stuff about the movie, not even the movie itself, just about the movie, is pretty funny. Like, for one, it's PG. There is tons of gore in this movie, and they cuss. And this movie's PG. They say the S word in this movie, and there is tons of gore, there's tons of killing, and yet this is PG. That's that's really funny. Yet on kid shows they can't show any gore, but here, no, then it's PG. Then you just need some parental guidance. Um, but there's also this funny thing of depending on how you watch the movie. Like, if you were just watching online or like at the Fox Theater or something, I don't know if they're going to do this at the Fox Theater though. But there's an alternate opening to the movie. It's like not really an alternate opening, just sort of like an add-in opening, which is where they play this whole entire other movie before it starts. Like, they start playing the opening credits of the whole movie, they play that whole entire thing, and it's just, like, really boring during that. It's all in black and white, too, and then they start playing, like, the opening of the movie, like, the people start talking in the movie, and then they're just like, we're sorry for this interference, we'll get your movie started momentarily. And then get your movie started. So, again, just depends on how you watch this movie, too, as to how much fun you'll have. So, it's a very funny movie. I really enjoy it. There's a lot of great things going on in it. It's become sort of iconic nowadays. Um, but I can see why. It's just like once you see the movie, then you can see why, or you'll just think it's really stupid. Because, yeah, if you even try to think about some of the stuff in this movie, then you'll just be saying in the end, this movie's really stupid. But if you don't really think about it all that much and you sort of just view it as some entertainment for you, then, yeah, you'll have a lot of fun, you'll laugh a lot, you'll laugh practically every minute, too. And it'll be very enjoyable. Like that's the main thing from this movie. It's very enjoyable, a lot of fun. The characters are really funny. Um, so many jokes work. I can't say any of the actual jokes in this because most of the jokes come from unpredictability. Like, if you don't predict it, then the more funny it's going to be. So, I can't really say any of the best parts of the movie, but, I'm probably gonna talk about it a little bit more in the after part. I'm going to give out a little bit more spoiler warning on there, because in my after part, I'm probably going to be talking about some more of the jokes in it, and the ones that are pretty unpredictable in it, so, and also, like, the main story, the hilarious ending and stuff, so, if you guys haven't seen it yet, and you want to, or if you found what I said about it here interesting, and you haven't seen it yet, there'll be a link in the description to the movie, you can go check it out there, so, yeah, so if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out, it's really funny. I'm going to go watch it again tonight, so don't know if this cheats the rules of the before and after, but you know what, I don't care. I'm still gonna do it for this, because I really do enjoy this movie. I think it's really funny, but I don't want to get out everything I want to say about this movie in the before part, so join me for part 2, in the after part, which will be in 2.5 seconds for you guys. So yeah, I'll see you in the after part. Okay, so I am back. Now, I gotta say, I still love this movie. There are a lot of great things in it, but, okay, again, you guys haven't seen this movie yourselves, and you don't want things spoiled, because most of the jokes do come from unpredictability, you should probably leave, because that's the majority of what I'm probably gonna talk about. So, all the jokes here are just so great. I mean, my dad doesn't like them, but oh my god, they are hilarious. Probably the best one would either be the Knights of Knee, the long distance shot that they used that was ripped off from Wonder of Yonder, or probably probably the one that I think of the most would be the Black Knight. I mean, good god, this scene was hilarious. Basically, he's just cutting off all the limbs of the Black Knight, who is apparently immortal, and he just says it's just a flesh wound, and just marks it off as nothing. My dad did not find this funny. He found nothing in this movie funny. Because my dad didn't get any of the jokes in this movie for some reason. I ended up explaining like 4 of them to him on the way home. But, so yeah, I still really enjoyed it. There are a lot of good things that come from it. It definitely had me smiling all the way through. What I do want to point out is that this was a 40th anniversary showing at the Fox Theater. The writer did come out. I did not get to talk to him. Now, here's why. We left not knowing that he was coming out, because we thought that that was just part of the VIP ticket, and then when we had already left, then we heard like these little coconuts out there. So of course he was using the coconuts from the still immensely funny joke about them just using coconuts to pretend that they have horses. I don't know why they do that in this movie, but they do. So like I said, most of the jokes come from unpredictability here. You won't expect most of them, so that's why I highly recommend not asking anyone's opinion on this movie if you haven't seen it yet and want to, because they're probably gonna tell you about some of the jokes and that'll probably spoil them. But still, really great movie. Apparently that costs $20 if the writer just signs his name. Yeah, that really happened. It cost $20. Did not buy it because it cost $20. Even asked the guy if he could just smudge off the autograph, I could get it for 10, but no, apparently that doesn't work. But, so yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. It was definitely more fun seeing it with a crowd, though. Like, I really recommend, if you want to go see this movie right, go watch it with a crowd. It is so much more fun that way. Even my dad started laughing during it. I think maybe because we were in a crowd, or maybe he just thought it was funny and it's just lying to me this whole time and loves it. I don't know. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Go check it out yourself if you want to. It's a really good movie and you won't regret it. So yeah, bye.